to start the live stream, but we're gonna have to wait a few minutes. We can go to we could go to the press later because we have a tornado that is on the ground right now. So there's a tornado on the ground right now doing damage.
Well,
if you check CC, there's a tornado on the ground.
Yeah, so guys, because we're gonna have to go to that press conference later, but right now he's gonna share his screen. I think can you share it?
Okay, I'm about to share my screen.
Because I'm not really trying to share mine.
And it is intensifying. This is what I'm got from my stream. Can they see my screen?
Yes, they can see your screen.
Alright. So there is a tornado that
How
is.
do you get Radar Omega? Because I'm trying to get it, but I don't know the link. Can you see the link?
So your price is about $9, and then that's how you can get it. I'm on a Google thing, so it works for me. But that's you see that all right, that is a tornado debris signature. So a tornado is on the ground right now. This is a serious situation.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk for a minute because I gotta go do something.
Okay, so we have a tornado on the ground near the Wakuka Mills area. So this is a tornado warning in effect right here. This is from the Montgomery Maxwell Air Force Base over in Alabama. So there is a tornado that is on the ground doing pretty much considerable damage. They are probably going to go PDS tornado warning on this storm. If they go PDS, that is perfectly fine because that is a damaging large tornado on the ground. And it is on the Clackamas River. So if you are along the Clackamas River, take cover now. This is a tornado warning, PDS tornado warning. Yeah, so a PDS tornado warning has just been issued.
Alex, yes, we can see more tornadoes that we head through the next.
It says, yeah, they've gone PDS on this. Yeah, they've gone PDS with this storm.
Yes, Alex,
and you can see
more tornadoes. I will probably say the tornado threat will last through now and into the overnight hours because highway that we do got enough atmosphere. And we do got warm air coming in from the southwest, so we are definitely going to see more tornadoes as we head through the overnight hours.
Okay, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy, I need you to load up GR level 2, and I need you to do something that I've never asked somebody to do ever in my life. I need you to go on Radar Omega, Radar Scope. What radar do you use?
I use every single radar.
All right, I need you to use GR level 2, share your screen, and then I got to see if there's and then we got to see what's going on 3D.
Okay, the governor is going live, but we cannot get to him right now.
But this may be a developing situation. A tornado is on the ground near the Washoka Mills area. A PDS tornado warning has just been issued. We had one like this over in Sumter County, Alabama. A few hours ago at 1 o'clock, a tornado was on the ground doing considerable damage in Sumter County. But Alex, this is a tornado.
Alex, that scroll at the bottom of your screen, that is the watches and warnings scroll.
Yep. Put the tornado warning down there, and it is going to last until that thing says it could last until until 5:30. So put it up at 5:30.
Okay.
It is 5:11 right there. So yep. There we go. So the counties that are in this is Elmore County. So anybody in Elmore County has to be taking cover immediately. We're not going to call it tornado emergency. That's when we have a large destructive tornadoes on the ground. This isn't destructive, but this is a PDS tornado warning. But this is a tornado that is on the ground doing considerable damage.
Yeah, I was about to text you earlier and ask you, do you wanted to join? Because I know you said you wanted to join my next one, so.
But we have rotation that is trying to pop up. And they may have issued a new tornado warning. They should change it because it just dissipated. It just dissipated like 5 seconds ago. All right, let's just give y'all the timeline. That tornado that was on the ground, but it just expired, or it just poofed because the rotation kept going, but the debris signature lost its debris.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we need to get to the governor right now because he is live. So if there is a new tornado warning, we'll come right back. But at this point in time, we're going to send over there to the governor.
All right, let's go to the governor.
Over the weekend, we saw torrential rains that have had a serious impact on our state that we're likely to feel for several days. In the last 2 to 3 days, Mecklenburg, Burke, Caldwell, McDowell, Gaston, Alexander, and Catawba counties received as much as 12 to 15 inches of rain, which was much more than predicted. We also saw significant rainfall in a very short period of time here in the central part of our state. And there's more rain on the way. Thunderstorm chances are increasing this afternoon and evening, which could lead to additional flash flooding, mudslides, and downed trees. There's also a danger of river basin flooding over the next several days. So please listen to local officials for flood watches and warnings in your area. And you can also check FIMAN, that's the Flood Inundation Mapping Alert Network, at fiman.nc.gov, which can show you the problem areas with our river basin. And I know you've heard this message from me before, but flooding can be dangerous and deadly. There have already been more than 80 swiftwater rescues of people across Alexander, Avery, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, and Mecklenburg counties. All of these rescues highlight the need for people to exercise caution. So I urge everyone to take these warnings seriously. Remember, there were at least 10 motor vehicle deaths attributed to Hurricane Florence. At least 3 counties have declared a state of emergency, including Alexander, Caldwell, and Catawba. This helps us to coordinate our storm response and prepare for additional impacts. There are also shelters open in Catawba and Mecklenburg County, and a few people have sought safety. We've also seen significant flooding and road damage in northern Wake and Franklin counties. Other areas have seen some significant road damage as well. So please be careful when driving.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we got a new tornado warning until 6:30, so can get right to it over to his radar. All right, so here you see right now, here's his live radar right now. New tornado warning until 6:30 p.m. Sorry that we had to interrupt the governor, but this is more serious than anything else. So you can take over now.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. So you see, we have a new tornado warning in effect until 6:30 or 5:30. I'm sorry. So a tornado warning has just been issued until 5:30 for. Hold on, let me get this up. Tornado warning in effect right here until 5:30 for Elmore County. I think still have that confirmed tornado. If I'm correct, this is what I was. So this is what I'm looking
Yes,
at
you are
right here.
correct, but you are kind of going in and out.
Oh. So we may have so this tornado may have dissipated. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. I gotta do something. There we go. Alright, no, 5:30. Change it to 5:30. I didn't mean it. Okay, we just got a new warning right here. This is looks like a special weather statement, if I'm correct. Yep, severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for the NWS at Birmingham has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Elmore County, East Central Lawrence County, Macon County, Tallapoosa County, Northern Montgomery County, and Southeastern Coosa County. So we have a line of thunderstorms starting to pop up. Let's get to that line real quick. And we're going to go to the press conference later, but you can see we have this line of showers of thunderstorms. If you are in the city limits of Montgomery, you are in the warning. You have to be going away from windows, go to the lowest level just in case if a tornado warning becomes issued. And I am going to bet that it could be issued. And we're looking over at velocity. We can see how much winds could be coming with this. We have 30 to 35 mile per hour winds reported with this storm. So anybody in the city limits of Montgomery, you have to be going to the lowest level. And we do have a tornado watch in effect right now. Let's get over to that. Let's get over to the tornado watch. Hold on. I'm gonna do something that I've never done. Ignore the radar over Memphis. But this is a tornado watch. Tornado watch has just been tornado watch is in effect until 6 o'clock, which is about 41 minutes. The probabilities were a overall tornado risk was a 60%. The EF2 to EF5 tornado risk. We probably had an EF2 or EF3 over Sumter County. We did have wind threat, and 75 mile per hour winds was low, and we had a high 80%. And I think we've never had that ever, but we gotta go back to that tornado warning. So Jefferson County, a few hours, Jefferson County was in a tornado warning. The Birmingham metro area was in there, but they dropped it. So anybody in the Birmingham metro area, you have to, you cannot worry. You don't have to worry about that tornado watch. But this is the most serious storms that we've ever seen, or that we've seen today. We have a tornado warning.
Okay,
we did have tornado.
As he was just saying, we do have a tornado watch in effect until 6 p.m. this afternoon. That is all because that watch does not mean that tornadoes are going to happen. That watch,
yeah, that is true.
Huh?
Yeah, it could go to a tornado warning. It could go into a tornado. It could, but I'm not saying it will go tornado warning, but it could go to tornado warning. And I got and Alex said, are we going to see more tornadoes? Yes, we are going to see more tornadoes. We could see more tornadoes. We have about a tornado warning in effect for Elmore County. So thank you, Alex, for texting that in. So basically, everybody in this polygon, Buzik is here. So let me just get up the velocity real quick. And I got two different radar sites I'm using. Other computers on Radar Omega, and this computer that I'm using is Radar Omega. So Radar Scope and Radar Omega, those are the two radars that I'm using. So So the weather service. Okay, I think this may be the storm right here. No, this is the storm. They could expire it, or they could extend it. I'm not surprised if they extended it to include about a few more counties. But still, can we see more flash flood warnings? Yes, we could see more flash flood warnings. Alex, thank you for asking that. We have I forgot to tell y'all. Let me get up my weather alerts real quick. I am so sorry for doing this. I know I just had to do this at the right time. Yes, we are going to see more flash flooding because we have a flood watch in effect for some of Alabama. I already got it up. So we do have a flash flood watch. They may have until tomorrow, but I don't think they got it up.
Hey, buddy, Alex is saying that you are buffering a lot, that you're going in and out. Do you know you can fix that?
Oh, that's how it sometimes feel like that. But can y'all hear me good? Can y'all guys hear me loud and clear?
No, Alex is still here. Alex DM me on Discord saying that they cannot hear you.
Okay. This is definitely going to be a little bit hard. So, all right. I'm just going to show you what's going on, right? Without, with just a warning. All right. Let me do something. So you're not going to be able to hear me, so I'm just going to be drawing flash flood watches, all that stuff. So let me do this. Oh, 6 o'clock. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. So this is the Birmingham radar. I am trying to get up the flash flooding. If I can't. Here we go. Okay. Candy. Share screen. Window. Chrome tab. Birmingham radar. There we go. Hey. Okay, Jimmy, can he hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. All right, so we have a flash flood watch in effect until tomorrow. Tomorrow at about Friday morning, but we don't have the actual time. But still. But you need to let me get up to Power of Ace, alright? Power of Ace is just tracking storms, alright? So Alex, just let us know what you want. What else do you need to do? So let me get up my stream. Can they see my screen? Because I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Tornado warning is in effect, right? Or they dropped the tornado warning in effect for the Birmingham metro area, but it doesn't include the Birmingham metro area. So a tornado warning still in effect for Elmore County. They said it is going to expire in about 5 minutes. but this still is not a. It said the tornado threat has. Yep, it will expire at 5:30. And a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect still for the area, and a tornado watch still in effect. Let's get up to the severe thunderstorm watch. Anybody in the city limits of Montgomery, you have to be taking cover, or you have to be going the lowest level because there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the city limits of Montgomery.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Maybe, I don't think we could get him up. I don't think we could get him up. Alright, so can you hear us?
How's everyone doing?
We are doing
good.
okay.
We're good.
Yeah, yeah. So, we're just seeing what's going on.
Oh,
Your mic, I'm telling you.
Your mic is messing up.
No, I'm not talking about his. I'm talking about yours, and because he's going in and out.
I'm taking care of his live stream because he's currently AFK. He's currently gone away, so he's trusted me to take care. Are you still? Oh, you're there. Sorry.
Yes, but I'm about to go, so I'll let you take over from there.
Okay. I thought you were gone. Sorry, but
it's okay. I had to make sure that everything was okay, that I can get you on here before I leave it.
Okay. What are you doing when you leave?
I had to do a couple of things. I'll probably be gone until 8:30.
I think I'll be able to stay on.
Okay, just let me know if you can't.
Okay.
Okay, Jimmy, I need somebody to take over to the radar. We are going to see how much snow fell into our area. So, can anybody take over for the radar?
One of my other friends can. If he
okay,
can.
Thank you.
If he can't, someone else can. So.
Okay. Wait, who's that with you?
Oh, that was another friend that I added until you can come on here.
Okay. As you can see here, there's a tornado watch until 6 p.m. Which that's all right. I have GR2 Nanos radar, so I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good. All right, so there are currently 2 tornadoes in effect for a new site. Look at the first tornado warning, as you can see here. Tornado warning for northern until 6 standard time. At 2 at 4 miles per hour. Data source and radar indicator rotate and vehicle work include Alexander, Deville, Jackson, News Site, Eastern Groove, Highway 2, Experiment Creek, Western, Fifth Ray, Military Park, Darrell Creek, and Horseshoe Bend. Cover now. If you are in any of these cities or places
Can you hear us?
Ground radar. Oh,
Can you hear? Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I was about to leave until when I came back, you left, so I had to come back to it.
huh?
So I guess that Alex, yes, we can see more. Yes, Alex, we can see more flash flood warnings. And
Yeah,
yes, that we can
flash
see
flood
more
warnings. I'm gonna name
tornadoes.
those.
Huh?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing more.
Remember there is still a flood watch in effect through tomorrow. For some reason, I don't know what's happening right now because a lot of crazy stuff is happening. If you are liking the live, if you like to see more awesome lives like this one, I will ask you to
These towns I just named.
share
Please take
this.
shelter. In my opinion, this has more of a chance of a tornado forming. This one also radar indicated rotation. So if you're in any of these areas, you might want to take shelter.
If you would like to see more live videos like this, I will ask you to hit the thumbs up button to share this with family and friends, and also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, anything you got, share it, because this needs to go out to people who lives in the path of these line of strong to severe storms. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time, and hopefully nothing bad don't happen.
All right. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll send the link. I haven't posted in a while, but make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to Jimmy's and my channel. Don't worry, I'll post it in the link.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
All right, hey.
All right. So we still have that tornado warning in effect for Elmore County. That's going to expire at about. A new tornado warning has just been issued. I'm sorry. I've been. Hold on. Let me do something. We'll go over to that tornado warning later. But we gotta go up north. We captured 13 inches in the city of Indianapolis.
14 inches of
That's
snow?
how much snow. Yes, we had that much snow over here in the city. We just measured. It was 13 inches. I'm sorry. And I'm just cold. So we have a new tornado warning for Coosa and Tallapoosa County. We'll get over to that cell and.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we got the governor's about to go live, so I'm about to share that with you guys and let y'all watch the full conference of it. The governor is now about to go live, so let me go ahead and pull that up for you.
I just went over that tornado warning. I read the whole entire thing, so I don't think they need to hear it again. I literally just read that.
The governor's about to go live, so.
You might go over to his stream. We can I'll cover this tornado warning. But that rotation is tied near Alexandria City.
Yep.
And I think we may have a tornado on the ground. No, we don't. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
No, we don't have a tornado on the ground. So Jimmy, put on the governor. Put on the governor, and then we can go back to the radar.
Yeah, that rotation's kind of tightening, but it's kind of like come on.
Yep. So Alexandria City has to be taking cover immediately.
Yep. Taking cover right now.
Look over at which radar are you using actually?
Me?
Yes.
I'm using GR2 analyst. GR2 and analyst.
Okay, so we're gonna go over to the live press conference.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I gotta say, this whole thing about Russian-speaking people and Ukrainian-speaking people, that isn't the real divide. There are a lot of Russian-speaking people who are very sympathetic to Ukrainians and want to be part of Ukraine. And I think there are a lot of Ukrainian-speaking people who really have an affinity for Russia. It doesn't necessarily split straight down the middle, as a lot of people would want to believe. It's just, it never is that simple.
Never is. It's such good insight, Matt, and I'm so glad we have you to share it with us. Thank you very much for being our backstory tonight. Appreciate you. Coming up here on the show, USA Swimming just updated its rules for elite transgender athletes, and some people are very much not happy about it. What the changes mean for swimmers as young as 13 years old. And a lot of you might.
Okay, just to go back to the radar, because we might be getting our new tornado warning, because I was looking on the radar just a couple minutes ago, and there are actually some notation on that thunderstorm, the one he was just saying, that there is that we might be seeing a new tornado warning to go out here later on. So we will have to stay on the air for that. Then we'll see you back over to what we call programming, whatever you want to call it, programming, something like that. Then we'll keep coming on, giving y'all guys updates. But right now, let him take over from here.
Thank you, Jimmy. And we also got another part of the team. We have another meteorologist over here. What is your name?
National Weather. My name is Julian, but I go by National Weather Service. For my Discord, my name is Julian Finnerty.
Okay. So me and we're tracking this tornado warning that is in effect for. We have two of these. One that's in effect for Elmore and Tallapoosa County, and another one for Coosa and Tallapoosa Cooper. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't say it.
I can't say that either.
Thank you. Welcome to the club. But we do have a tornado warning in effect for if you live in the city of if you live in Alexandria City, the city, no, we're not going to say north, east, south, or west. We are going to say all the parts of the metro of Alexandria City. You have to be taking now.
Taking something right now.
What are you getting at NWS?
Right. You can call me Julian if you want, Julian.
Oh.
Right now, I'm getting
Right, so,
you're asking what I'm getting in my area? Or
snow.
Wait, I don't understand. You're asking if I'm getting snow?
Oh.
I live in Louisiana.
But let's just get over to Super Doppler 8 or Super Doppler 5. So you can see this doesn't. So if you're in the Alexandria airport, you have to be going to take everybody to the
okay, if you want to, not Julian, but the other dude, if you want to go on a break and let Julian take over, you can.
Okay. Julian, you can take over. I'm just gonna take a break. I'll be back at about 7 o'clock, and Julian, you can take over. You can share your screen, Julian. You have the thing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for trusting me to do this. All right.
Yeah. We will always trust you, because I think you are the most good YouTuber. So
that is true. That is actually true, to be fair. But we actually need to. But Julian, can you get up GR2 analyst and see what's going on over Tallapoosa County? And Elmore County. I'm sorry.
Right, here we go. I'm not leaving, but I need to get my water bottle really quick. Actually, I don't need my water bottle. I'm staying. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is this is actually, I'm not saying life threatening threat, but right now this is Alexander City. You're currently getting hit. Alexander, it's too late to take shelter. You guys are getting hit immediately. This isn't really good. Some new severe thunderstorm warning just got issued for I don't know how to read that name. Tuskegee, and it extends. Yeah, it's. I was going up and it thought it was like the whole area. It's just this one column. So
I got.
this is
I'm
also going
sorry,
to be.
dude. I'm sorry, dude. I got the counties up. It is in effect for Coosa, Elmore, Lauderdale. I'm sorry, Laundress, Macon, Montgomery, and Tallapoosa counties. That is where it's issued. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You can go.
It's okay. Right now, also for live streams, watch out for people that will send these really naughty links like this one.
Okay, one more thing. One more thing. Not Julian, but the other dude, keep you mind fishing your mic because
yeah, your mic's kind of a little bit. Your mic's kind of
your
not really
mic is
good.
like
No offense, but static.
But did y'all hear the counties that I said?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. It's just that your mic's like kind of broken.
I know how it is. Alright, new tornado warning in effect for Tallapoosa County.
Are you gonna take your break?
Yeah, I'm about to take
I don't want.
I'll be back at about 7:05. Right? I'm just still gonna be on the stream, but I'm just gonna be.
All right, you guys take care. I'll take over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a new tornado warning just got issued. And so right now we're watching for a good maybe even 4 areas for rotation. We have one that's beside Alexander City, one that's in the middle of nowhere, another one that's next to Jackson's Gap. So I'm looking at NROT right now. It's telling me NROT and ROT telling me there are some signs of rotation, and sometimes it's not really good at telling rotation, but we do have a supercell and now new site, and Davidston is now in this Jackson's Gap, Daveville. You guys need to take shelter right now. This is no joke. So, hold on, guys, really quick. I need to do something. Sorry, guys, I had to do something. So right now we are currently watching for this stuff to happen. And so if you guys would like to subscribe to Jimmy's channel and smash that like button, you were able to do so. It's free. It's free. It only costs you around 2 seconds, or maybe even 5. And so I'll wait for you to subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. But right now, our weather team is currently tracking this. Also, Franklin and Tuxie and what are these names? These names are really Nostalgia.
Are you talking about
Also,
the county names?
Yeah, I'm talking about the town names. It's severe thunderstorm warning.
Or I'm saying, so you said the town names. The town names Laverne, Petrie, Glenwood, and Bridgely is in there.
Yeah, thank you very much. Alright, so let's move on to our snow. Is that okay? Yeah, let's move on to our snow. Right now, we're currently seeing around a decent amount of snow. Right now, inches. We're currently seeing reports up to 8 to even.
Use KIND. Use the radar over in Indianapolis.
Okay. So right now we are currently seeing 10 to 11 inches of snow reports. We're also seeing some sleet that is currently around 1.25 to 1.5. I'm guessing that's inches of sleet. It probably is, but right now let's focus back to our super weather. That was just a quick turnover. Let's head on to our flash flood warnings. So you have to talk about everything here. This event was definitely not a bust. It was not even a over exaggeration either. It's pretty decent. All right, so flash flood warnings are in effect. Are in effect for Conca County in South Central Alabama, northwestern Escambia County in South Central Alabama, Moore County in South Central Alabama, northwestern Baldwin County in southwestern Alabama, central Clarion County in southwestern Alabama, northern Mobile County in southwestern Alabama, Washington County in southwestern Alabama, until 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time Thursday at 5:29 p.m. Central Standard Time. Doppler radar indicating thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 4 inches of rain have fallen. Additional amounts of different rainfall amounts 2 to 4 inches are possible. The warned area.
Okay, I come on to help you just a little.
Okay.
Finish what you were saying.
2 to 4 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flood is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Hazard is flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage in low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Mortonville, Satsoma, Jackson, Carterville, Evergreen, what are these names? I can't read this. Nicola, Peterman, Lurie, Wagerville.
Okay, so guys, what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna stop tornado coverage. We're gonna go back to our regular scheduling programming, as you call it. And me and Julie gonna take a little break for a second, but if there's a new tornado warning issued, of course, we'll come right back. Always remember this. We're not gonna go to sleep until this moves out of the area. So we stay up all night tracking weather. That's our job, is to keep all of you guys safe. And that's what we're here to do.
I'd not love to hear this next story because it means you may have to spend a little bit more money for your next cup of Starbucks. They're raising prices yet again. We'll explain why after the break.
To cover the news, you have to be in it. We'll take you to the front lines of the story, bringing your news feed to life. Streaming live every night. It's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
Good morning, I'm Joe Fryer.
And I'm Savannah Sellers.
2022 is off to a busy start.
Winter's wrath causing headaches from coast to coast.
It's been really incredible to see how quickly volunteers started to help with the cleanup efforts.
Morning News Now, streaming weekdays at 7. Top Story with Tom Llamas is your news playlist on NBC News Now. And now, you can listen to it as a podcast, available anytime and anywhere.
News is happening now. A look at what's making headlines around the world.
Tonight, the major announcement of a COVID vaccine.
This is a significant moment.
Your news, whenever it happens, wherever you are, it's here now. News is more than a headline. It informs, it inspires, and it still matters. To cover it, you have to be in it. And that's what we're going to do. Every night, we take you to the front lines of the story, where it's actually happening.
Okay, Julian, you can take over for now, because I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat and let you take over and let you talk for a few minutes. If you want to.
Hey, I have to go for a while because I I have to go to sleep and everything, and I have to eat dinner and all that stuff. I will see you guys back if you guys are still live streaming and everything.
We are.
So
We'll probably stay on this until at least 10 or 11.
I'll
I'll
do the coverage. I'll finish the coverage.
Okay, thank you.
So we got screen share up, so you can. Okay.
Yes, it is up and it's ready.
Okay, thank you. So we did have some areas of circulation near Alexandria City and Alexander City. So you are in the warning polygon if you're in Alexander City. They dropped the tornado warning now. They dropped the tornado warning. But we have severe thunderstorm warnings, and the one for Butler Crenshaw has a tornado possible tag on there. So let's get over to that. That one, it looks like it is trying to produce a tornado.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm sorry to interrupt, but me and you needs a break. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna play some music in the background, and we're gonna let your radar run. How would that sound?
Yeah, I'm gonna we can hop back on at about 7 or
7:05.
Make that
7:06.
Yeah, 7:05, 7:06. Let me get up the radar, and then I can put it into motion for about a few minutes. But let me get the right.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send it back to programming. I'm gonna play some music and let his radar run. Hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy the music I'm about to play for y'all. Enjoy, and we'll see you back here in the next, I'll probably say 34, 36 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do this.
All right. Okay, I'm going to turn it over back to you.
Okay, guys, I am back. So, I was looking from my other radar. I'm trying to see, but we kind of have like a hook trying to develop near the town of Mackenzie. So I'm just gonna give y'all an update. We may have a hook echo trying to develop near the town of Mackenzie. So let's get over to that cell. That's over near the town of Mackenzie. This is the cell right here. You guys can see that hook trying to develop. It's trying to hook. So if y'all guys can see, it is trying to hook, but it's not hooking. But it is trying to hook, but I don't think it could hook. I'm not surprised if it turns into a hook echo or a tornado warning on this storm, but there may be a warning for this storm. I'm not surprised though, but there is dangerous weather going on, and I just got off the phone with one of my friends over in Evansville. They said they have an inch of snow. So we have snow issues over in the city of Evansville, Indiana. I'm gonna track that later, but that was later today. But we're gonna have to get through this. This is just a tornado watch that has just been issued for the city for Mobile and goes off to the northwest. So let me get back up to the radar. And also we got, let's get, who was just in the Jimmy, who was just in the thing? Who was just in our stream? Can you get him back up? Can you get him back in? Because I'm just saying that.
Right now, he is eating dinner.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But if you're just tuning in,
as you know, that I'm Jimmy and I do got one.
So I'm Tigo Von Labor. We got Jimmy Granger in the Weather Center. We're tracking this tornado watch that is in effect. Right now, it's in effect for 47 minutes. It's going to be in effect until 6 o'clock. And we already we had 2 tornado warnings, 3 or 4, 2 that were reported on the ground. We had one near the city of Demopolis and New York. And then one that was near Brent, that was in Tuscaloosa County, Greene County, and Hale and counties. Those were the counties that were just under that tornado warning. They were under tornado warning, but now they're not under tornado warning anymore. So downtown Birmingham and points west and north, you are okay. Addison South and Southeast, you are going to be in a danger zone, but Alexandria City southward, Alexandria City, you are in. So Alexander City south, you have the chance of getting hit by these strong thunderstorms. And you can see this Boeing segment. Y'all guys can see this Boeing segment that's near Lafayette, near Auburn, Tuskegee, and that may be tracking towards the Alabama, what's it called? The Alabama-Georgia border. Thank you. I was trying to say that. But that thing is about to head towards the border, if I'm correct. There is no tornado watches in effect for the city of Atlanta, but these storms are going to be moving eastward, and as it moves eastward, we are going. We do have more severe weather on the way. Something for a minute. Let's check the SPC outlook for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the main event. Tomorrow is where we have a marginal risk. They could up it to the slight risk, like how they did today. It was a marginal risk today, but they upped it to a slight risk. Let's get over to day 2. And you can see the outline of the, hold on. There it is right there. There is a marginal risk for Hinesville, St. Mary's, Brunswick, Raycross, and Simmons. Hale, yeah, Wynn will be the main thread with this. All right, we got Julian back up. We are doing good, Alex. But we gotta get through this storm. We got a tornado watch in effect until 6. But the city of Columbus on the border, if you were in the city of Columbus on the border, you are in the path of this storm. We have like a Boeing segment near Apuka, near Auburn. Y'all guys can see that Boeing segment. That means we do have more. We have damaging winds starting to pop up. We have damaging winds trying to pop up, but this storm is moving northeast. And we don't have the exact speed on it. If somebody has WVS3, then we could storm track that off to the east at about 30 to about 40 miles an hour. But we need somebody with WVS3, but we don't know anybody with WVS3. But you can see Tuskegee, Auburn, Lafayette, all the way out to Roanoke, and I think we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect near the city of Greenville, or this may be a Laverne. Laverne's in this, so let me get it up. We also got, and there's a tornado possible tag. Okay, this was a storm that I was trying to talk to y'all about. This is the storm right here. It's trying to produce like a hook echo, but it's not a hook. I'm not surprised if it goes hook echo and goes tornado warning on this storm. But I just noticed schools that are over in the winter storm warning, which I will get up in a few minutes, are closed. All the schools that I'm going to list in Indiana are closed. Not if you're or anybody in the winter storm, you're not gonna have no school. No school, daycares could be open. I don't think they could be open. This is the outline of it, so I'll show y'all, I'll give y'all the big picture. Everybody in this reddish polygon, that's where you're going to have 0 schools open. But I don't think we could have schools open. But now let's get back over to Power of 8. Yeah, let's get back over to Power of 8, and then I can show y'all the outline of that warning. Anybody Oklahoma City northeastward toward Springfield, north of Liverpool, in the so Pine Bluff, Oklahoma City, Springfield, south of St. Louis is going to say south of St. Louis. Sorry. north of north of Louisville into the city of Indianapolis, Fort Worth, Fort Wayne, Evansville. I just got a text from my friend over in Evansville. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, stretching all the way up to Boston, Multiplier.
Okay, so
Multiplier and
let's Julian take over for a few minutes while we take our break, and let Julian take over for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So, you guys can take a break. All right. So, currently, right now, we're currently seeing. Wait, hold on. Can I ask y'all something really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I think we should do it like this. I think someone should talk about like hurricanes in the tropics. Someone should talk about severe weather, and someone should talk about the hurricane.
Yeah, that is a good idea. So if anyone who's in here, can y'all talk about severe weather, and I can talk about the hurricanes?
Yes, I'll do severe weather. I guess he's gonna do winter weather.
Yeah, winter weather.
I mean, y'all gonna do.
Right now, it is currently raining in my area. I'll screen share. All right, currently we're seeing lines of thunderstorms right now crossing through the area. So yeah, this is. I think.
Guys, I gotta go. Can somebody take over? I will be right back.
Okay, I'm taking over right now. Right, so right now, I might have to go in a bit. Hold on. Yeah, I have to go. All right. Can someone take over really quick? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna have to go for a bit. I'm sorry.
Out to 3 months. So they can now, going forward, tweak different.
Statements were made with actual malice. It's a very high bar.
The Times argues it wasn't that, but rather a mistake, telling NBC News in a statement, quote, "We published an editorial about an important topic that contained an inaccuracy. We set the record straight with a correction, and that public figures should not be permitted to use libel suits to punish unintentional errors by news organizations."
Sarah Palin's libel trial against the New York Times has been postponed.
The trial is getting underway after a nearly 2-week delay because Palin tested positive for COVID. The Republican has been an outspoken opponent of the vaccine.
It'll be over my dead body that I'll have to get a shot. I will not do it.
Sending shockwaves when she was spotted dining inside a Manhattan restaurant where proof of vaccination is required by the city before testing positive. Then again in an outdoor setup after her 2 positive test results were revealed when public health guidance is to isolate. Palin did not respond to NBC's request for comment. Her defamation suit against the Times could upend longstanding safeguards in the media industry.
Could this case set a new precedent?
It will not set a new precedent in the trial court level. But if the Supreme Court decides to overturn the 1964 case, New York Times versus Sullivan, it could set a new standard. That's the big threat to the news world.
And Priscilla Thompson.
As body camera footage released in the search for a missing Colorado woman, what her husband suggested to officers when they arrived at their home.
In that moment, I was just open. I confused to get to that line. Jesse Jenkins to the line! Oh! A landmark moment that will be etched in history. When Keegan jumped on top of me and we saw our teammates right next to the finish line, that was a really emotional moment for me. And I remember thinking, oh, it's too small. It should be more than just the two of us up here.
News is more than a headline. It informs, it inspires, and it still matters. To cover, you have to be in it. And that's what we're going to do. Every night, we take you to the front lines of the story, where it's actually happening, with NBC News journalists on the ground from all over the world. We cover what you need to know and bring your news feed to life. In prime time and streaming live, it's your news playlist every night. Top Story with Tom Yamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. There's no better place for fun with friends. Quality time with your little golf buddy, or an afternoon alone together. Family and friends are just a tap away. Just make your course, pay from your phone. Golf now. Download the app and go play. To cover the news, you have to be in it. We'll take you to the front lines of the story, bringing your news feed to life. Streaming live every night. It's your news playlist. Top Story with Tom Yamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. Still to come in the Channel 2 News, the waters are certainly receding now. Still, too close to call for over 40 from ground zero as it's being referred to. In fact, the Haitian people know something about resiliency. That's the biggest risk right now. Welcome you to the first presidential debate. In fact, we've been told we can't go any farther. Here's some Brazilian folks again. Top Story with Tom Yamas is your news playlist on NBC News Now. And now, you can listen to it as a podcast. Available anytime and anywhere.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Back now with new developments in the nearly 2-year-old case of a Colorado woman who went missing on Mother's Day. Never before seen body cam footage capturing the beginning of the investigation. Now her husband is in custody, charged with her murder. Jesse Kirsch has more.
Suzanne Morphew disappeared on Mother's Day nearly 2 years ago. Tonight, this body camera video newly released by the Fremont County Court shows some of the first moments of the search for the Colorado mother of two when she was reported missing after a bike ride. Her husband appeared distraught in the video, at one point asking if his wife was attacked by wildlife. There's not really that much damage to your life. Investigator asked her husband to show them clothing she wore that day. For weeks after, Suzanne Morphew's image appeared all over the community. The FBI even helping with the search. Husband Barry Morphew then tweeted on Facebook for his wife's safe return. No questions asked, however much they want. I will do whatever it takes to get you back. But nearly a year after her disappearance, Barry Morphew was charged with the murder of his wife, even though a body has still never been recovered.
I'm the one that considers how strong my case is before I bring charges, and I wouldn't bring charges unless I was confident.
The now public body cam footage shows the Morphew's marriage may not have been perfect. A person identifying himself as the boyfriend of one of the couple's daughters, interviewed by investigators the day of her disappearance. Tell us the reverse about the married man and the boyfriend was his implicit father before answering. You can answer.
I think they've had some problems in the past.
Like this normal
husband and wife type.
Like talking about They have. He was fighting the charges. He pleaded not guilty. His daughter sat here with him and stood by his side.
And Jesse's with us. So the husband's saying he's innocent. There's no body that's been found. What are prosecutors basing their case on?
Investigators laying out their evidence in a more than 100-page affidavit. They claim that Barry Morphew allegedly incapacitated his wife, staged the crime scene tape, and provided an alibi that just didn't add up.
Thank you. When we come back, another Tesla recall. Concern over a seatbelt alarm this time, affecting more than 800,000 vehicles. What customers need to know. And billionaire versus the bridge. The Dutch now preparing to dismantle a historic steel bridge for Jeff Bezos' mega yacht. The details up next.
The Meet the Press Chuck Podcast, free wherever you get your podcasts.
That moment, I was just thinking about what I could do to get to that line. Jesse Jacobs, come alive! A landmark moment that will be action in history. Ricky jumped on top of me again. We saw her face right next to the finish line. That was a really emotional moment for me. And I remember thinking, oh, it's too small. It should be more than just the two of us up here.
News is happening now. What's making headlines around the world? Whenever it happens, wherever you are, it's here now. To cover the news, you have to be in it. We'll take you to the front lines of the story, bringing your news to your life. Streaming live every night. It's your news playlist. Top story with Tom Emmons, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
There were residents who hung on for dear life. We heard people say the town is gone. Do you see it that way?
Absolutely not. We talked about it, but our community is still here. News is more than a headline. It informs, it inspires, and it still matters. To cover, you have to be in it. And that's what we're going to do. Every night, we take you to the front lines of the story, where it's actually happening, with NBC News journalists on the ground from all over the world. We cover what you need to know and bring your news into life. In prime time and streaming live, it's your news playlist every night. Top story with Tom Emmons, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
Now the top stories news feed, and we begin with a deadly shooting on a Greyhound bus in California. Police say a 21-year-old man opened fire at random when the bus was parked at a gas station 65 miles north of Sacramento. At least one person was killed, several injured, including a pregnant woman and an 11-year-old girl. Authorities say the man was acting erratically on the bus and when he was taken into custody at a nearby Walmart. Firefighters have been able to access that fire at the fertilizer plant in North Carolina for the first time in days. New Alpha camera footage shows the extensive damage inside the burnout plant in Winston-Salem. Rain helping to fight the fire there. Officials say they are less concerned about a potential explosion now, but the thick smoke has prompted school closures and water advisories. Thousands of residents are still asked to stay away from the area. 3 fishermen were rescued from freezing water after their boat sank off the coast of Massachusetts. Video from police shows the 3 clinging onto the boom of the submerged boat. Authorities say an eyewitness called 911 after watching them take on water from her window. The men who were not wearing life vests were in the water for about an hour. They were taken to a nearby hospital. They are expected to be okay. The National Archives will turn over records from former Vice President Mike Pence to the January 6th committee on Capitol Hill. The agency says it will provide the congressional panel with vice presidential records despite efforts by former President Trump to block their release. Those records set to be delivered by March 3rd. And Tesla is issuing another recall. The company now recalling more than 800,000 vehicles because the seatbelt reminder alarm may not sound. The recall covers a mix of sedans and SUVs made from 2017 to 2020. Tesla says it will fix the problem with a software update this month. You can find more information on NBCNews.com. Now to news rocking one of the world's biggest tech companies. Stock prices for Facebook's parent company Meta plunging more than 26% today. That's the biggest single day drop in the company's history as it forecasted weaker than expected revenue growth in the next quarter. CNBC.com technology editor Steve Kovac joins me now. Steve, today's losses, I'm told, are set to shave more than $230 billion from Meta's valuation. What drove that huge slide today?
Yeah, you can blame Apple for all of this, Kate. You know that pop-up you've been seeing on your iPhone the last several months saying, do you want to block from being tracked by these apps?
Yeah.
Well, enough people turned that on for Facebook that it really hurt their ability to target ads towards you. And therefore, people who sell stuff, people who make ads to convince you to buy stuff in your newsfeed, they said, we're not going to take it anymore. We're going to go to Google instead and spend all our money there. And that's what we saw with Facebook this week.
Other social media companies fell today too. How did they get caught up in Facebook's dragnet?
Yeah, that's exactly right. When Facebook sneezes, the entire social media ecosystem catches a cold. So we saw shares of Snap, Pinterest, Twitter all fall just because of Facebook warning about this slower than expected revenue growth. At the same time, though, Snap reported earnings and boom, the stock is up 60%. They reported their first ever profit. So the thing about markets, Kate, is you never know what's going to happen.
That's for sure. So you mentioned the increased Apple privacy features. There's also been mention of decreased advertising budgets right now. Those things are tough to overcome. Do investors feel like Meta has kind of lost its way? I mean, dare we say, is it kind of the beginning of an end for Meta?
Well, Ken, I think it's too early to say the beginning of the end. You know, Facebook goes through crisis after crisis, and it's weathered them all. So there's no reason I think it can't weather this one. But the question is, where is the next level of growth going to come from? How can they make money beyond just showing ads to you in your newsfeed or your Instagram feed? Mark Zuckerberg's answer, it's the metaverse. Those futuristic VR glasses that we've been hearing all about for the last year or so. Facebook is making a really big bet on that, and that's what's coming next, and that's what they think the next growth is, Kate.
Can't wait for those glasses. Okay, thanks so much. An update tonight on that lawsuit shaking up the NFL. The league is now investigating accusations from former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores, who says Dolphins owner Steve Ross offered him $100,000 for every game he lost. Ross was allegedly trying to tank the team's record to get higher draft picks in the future, a charge he denies. We want to bring in NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos to break down what these accusations could mean for the NFL. Danny, do you think the allegations laid out by Flores warrant a larger investigation, possibly by a federal prosecutor? And if so, what would they be looking for? Where might the Dolphins or the NFL be violating the actual law?
If there's something more than just the allegations in the complaint, then it's worthy of an investigation. However, there's no clear indication that a crime was committed. Far more likely, it appears from the allegations, that some allegedly unethical sporting conduct has gone on. And by that I mean that not all anti-competitive behavior in professional sports or even athletics is necessarily illegal. A lot of it can be, especially when it involves sports betting. But there really is only one federal law that affects or goes to paying someone off to, for example, tank or take a dive or whatever you want to call it in the vernacular. So there is really one federal law that addresses this, but it's easy and it's not a kind of case that the feds bring very often. Now, that being said, the feds love cases like this. It involves famous people. It arguably involves something within their jurisdiction. The feds, and this is coming from a defense attorney, a jaded defense attorney, they love press conferences. They love getting involved in sports, anything high profile, celebrities. That is right up their alley. So look for the feds to be very interested in this.
And just to clarify, it would be more likely federal law if there were an alleged violation than like state or local law?
There are state laws that would address this. State fraud laws would address this kind of anti-competitive behavior. But I would look more likely to the federal government. They have the Sports Bribery Act. They have RICO. They have a number of other laws, including many of the fraud laws that are very broad in scope. I've defended against these. They are really, really difficult to beat in court. So in all likelihood, given the broad interstate commerce aspect of this, I would look to the federal government to take the lead in this case.
Can I ask about regulation? Because, the talks about protecting the integrity of their games. I was looking at their website. There's a whole section. They have a lot of rules. But if these allegations are true, with the introduction of sports gambling into the sport, could you envision more oversight coming in by state or federal officials?
Right. I mean, it's kind of legal fiction that sports gambling has become ubiquitous around the country ever since the Supreme Court struck down or invalidated the federal law that prevented it, so to speak. Now it's just exploded in the country. And the idea that you can have all these, let's say, NFL, fantasy leagues, which are a form of gambling. I mean, the reality is the NFL just kind of pretends not to see the billions of dollars that are spent gambling on the NFL. So, look, yeah, the NFL talks about integrity, but I don't know that folks would say they have a fantastic track record in this area. Should they conduct their own internal investigation? Sure, these allegations are pretty serious. But, NFL knows. They know that they incentivize this kind of conduct because they say to a team, hey, if you're not just bad, but if you're the worst, then we'll give you a fantastic draft pick. So what did you think was going to happen? I mean, what was the expectation when you incentivized coming in dead last? You're essentially dangling money or dangling prizes in front of a team and saying, hey, if you accidentally end up last, you may end up with the best player in football.
Danny, I'm going to leave it there. And nice to talk to you about something a little less serious than usual. Sports, anyway. Appreciate it. Let's turn to top stories global watch now. In Argentina, at least 20 people have died from tainted cocaine. Authorities believe the drugs that were sold in Buenos Aires were mixed with a toxic chemical that attacks the central nervous system. Dozens of people also hospitalized. Authorities are investigating if the batch was sabotaged, perhaps by a rival gang. 4 top aides to UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson have resigned. The resignations include his chief of staff and his head of policy, who was a longtime ally of Johnson's. It comes after a report that multiple parties were held at Downing Street while the rest of the UK was under strict COVID-19 lockdowns. The investigation also finding a culture of excessive drinking and a, quote, failure of leadership. And a historic bridge in the Netherlands will be dismantled, get this, to fit Jeff Bezos' super yacht. Officials in Rotterdam confirming that they are going to temporarily remove the middle section of the nearly 100-year-old bridge so that the Amazon founder's ship can pass through the waterway this summer. A Dutch company is building the 417-foot-long, $500 million vessel. It's expected to be the world's largest sailing yacht. I would hope so for that money. To a dire situation now in Afghanistan. Rampant hunger and poverty there as the Taliban-led country struggles through a massive decline of foreign aid. Conditions are especially brutal for mothers and children. Sky News' Alex Crawford takes us inside a hospital struggling to help the most vulnerable. And we want to warn you, what she saw is quite disturbing.
In Afghanistan's most depressed, nothing comes easy and everything's scarce. They're cramming babies onto beds in the province's main hospital. In some wards, it's standing room only. A measles outbreak is warning children. Tiny who have already poor immunity, measles can be a death sentence. The insecurities many vaccines haven't been given. And there are claims it's the Taliban who prevented them. The Taliban, now in charge of health services here, left school at 14. Not long ago, he was fighting foreign troops, and he blames others for the current mess. The previous president was the most corrupt person in the most corrupt government in the world, he tells us, and we have a lack of everything. That means those least able are losing this fight. Areza's parents travelled hours to get help here at the main hospital, but their little daughter died biting the cold and aching with hunger. We're living in tents, her father says. There's no place, and that's why she died. We just couldn't keep her warm. There's no time for grief. They've 2 more children to keep alive. There are too many like Arezzo who've perished, starving and cold. It never gets any easier. She's already lost 2 other children. Now Rizima's youngest is only just clinging to life. Kadia has a range of complications normally treated easily. At the root of them all is poverty and malnutrition. Later the same night after filming this, Kadia also succumbed. Afghanistan's babies are dying at a shockingly high rate. There's no pain relief for 60-year-old Samaya. There are few medicines here, which partly explains why the country has one of the highest maternal and child mortality rates. Bring a towel, quickly, the doctor's calling. I'm really scared, the exhausted mother says. She's worried for herself and her newborn son. She looks on as the midwives work fast now. Every second is going to count if this baby is going to live. He doesn't appear to be breathing. They frantically suck out the amniotic fluid, which is threatening to drown him. He's taken to the resuscitation room where there's a rolling queue of babies needing help. Most of these medics are working for very little and have hardly been paid since the Taliban came to power and foreign aid suddenly stopped. But this little boy's battle to live is their fight too. Both mother and baby have somehow got through this. The next battle starts now, in a land where most are hungry. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Bangladesh.
Thanks to Sky News for that. We'll be right back.
I'm very cool. Showing what? What are you trying to prove? Hey, let's go! You already won more Olympic gold in snowboarding than anyone else ever. You dominated the sports of the right team. How are you trying to beat kids half your age? Maybe you're trying to prove you're every as good as you were at 15 and that you only get better with age, like a fine cheese. Oh, yeah. The Winter Olympics, February 3rd on NBC and Peacock. This is a very different kind of program. We're here to start conversations about the big things happening in our world. Trust me, I'm not asking you to predict the future, but what do you think is the new normal going to be? Is part of this that everyone rethinking their jobs during this pandemic and their relationship to their employers? What is your biggest tip for any parent who's concerned about this? It's not my job to tell you what to think. My job is to think about what you're telling me. Now, tonight, with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknight at 8 on NBC News Now. Water is the third degree heating is still close to after overflowing from the ground zero and being referred to talking about resiliency. That's the biggest risk right now. Walking into the first presidential debate. In fact, we don't know we can't go any farther. There's some Brazilian votes ahead.
We've got a Congress that doesn't seem very functional. What's this election year going to look like? Are we getting ahead of the science? Are we behind the science? How much did this booster confusion set us back? Did the January 6th committee come up with anything that would change Republican minds? It's Sunday. It's Meet the Press.
Hey everybody, it's Hoda Kotb from the Today Show. I am so excited to tell you about my new podcast, Making Space with Hoda Kotb. I sit down with some incredible people and we'll hear some uplifting stories. Listen to Making Space now on Apple Podcasts.
We're back, and with the first events at the Beijing Olympics already underway, the world is counting down the hours to the opening ceremony. Stephanie Goss is in Beijing with more.
With the countdown to the opening ceremony nearly over, Olympic action is already underway on snow and ice. The powerhouse U.S. women's hockey team picking up their first win, topping Finland 5-2, but they also suffered a big blow, losing assistant captain Brianna Decker to a serious injury, while Team USA's figure skaters tuned up ahead of the team event, which gets underway tonight. In less than 24 hours, the Bird's Nest will once again host an opening ceremony.
Friday's ceremony will be considerably scaled down. Instead of 15,000 performers, there will be 2,000. It's only going to last an hour and a half. The director says it's a different time, a different China, and there will be a different message.
Among the issues the Chinese government is under fire for is allegations made by tennis player Peng Shuai against a former top government official. Peng disappeared from public view for weeks. The government maintained she was fine. Tonight, the head of the IOC, Thomas Bach, revealed he plans to meet with her while in China. Stephanie Goss, NBC News, Beijing.
For more on the Olympics and who could win big in Beijing, let's bring in NBC Sports host Carolyn Manno. Carolyn, thanks for being with us. I want to start with one of the athletes who is expected to win big. My daughter's a huge fan. We're talking about alpine skier Michaela Shiffrin. Tell us what you think is coming.
Well, the big storyline, Kate, it's great to be with you as well, for Michaela Shiffrin, is that this is nearly 2 years since the passing of her father. And so she is incredibly motivated and will be competing with him at the forefront of her mind. Since she's been in Beijing, she's on social media told everybody, that her heart has been breaking, that it's something that she's going to be focused on. But the spotlight is squarely on her now. In the past, over the course of her career, she's shared that with Lindsey Vonn and Bodie Miller, some of the greats. Now, she not only looks to build upon the medals that she's already won, but she has a chance to win 5. And so the moment is right. I think her heart is a little bit heavy, but nobody is as prepared and motivated as she is. And over the last couple of years, she's worked on tweaking some of the things that have been considered weaknesses for her in the past. She's always been considered a slalom expert, a giant slalom expert. That's where she won gold the last time around. And now it's, can she put everything together? Is that speed going to be there? And I think all signs right now point to yes.
All right, I have to ask about snowboarder Shaun White. Everybody knows him because he is back for his fifth Olympics. How does he match up with this new generation?
Yes, it's been many years since the Flying Tomato, Kate, as I'm sure you recall. I mean, he's an elder. And a lot of sports fans do. He's the elder statesman now. I mean, this is something of a half-pipe victory lap for him. He's twice the age of a number of the guys that he's going to be going up against. And it's not unlike what we just saw with Tom Brady in his retirement and winning his first Super Bowl and being the youngest quarterback to do it and winning the last Super Bowl and being the oldest quarterback to ever do it. This is a chance for him to really just enjoy the moment. I think he felt a lot of pressure the last time around, pressure to win, pressure to prove to everybody that he could come back from injury and adversity. Now, from everything that we've observed, he is very much enjoying the ride. He's, posting on social media all the clothes that he's received, and he seems to be in a really healthy place mentally. So it's just going out, executing, making the United States proud, and hitting the half pipe one last time.
Yeah. Let me ask you about figure skating. Of course, Americans want the U.S. team to do, to get the gold, but the Russian Olympic Committee team seems to have a lot of power.
They're very powerful. You're spot on there, Kate. They're young, they're talented, they are fiercely competitive. And as Stephanie Goss just detailed, the team figure skating competition gets underway tonight in just a short time. And the United States and Japan are certainly contenders there. They're in the top half of the competitive group, I would say. But Russia is going to be very difficult to beat. And then when you think about the individual competition as well, I think all eyes are going to be focused on Nathan Chen. I mean, you talk about Shaun White not being in a pressure cooker anymore. The opposite is true for a skater like that who's looking for their first individual medal and has a bronze in the team event, but is hoping to have something of a redemption story as well. So the storylines are just absolutely everywhere, and the competition is going to be amazing. We can't wait.
Forward to it. I got to ask you one last thing. Curling. I love curling. In Pyeongchang, I was there, and I went and watched in person, and I really got into it. What do we expect from that sport that really, only gets attention every 4 years?
Curling is the best, and that's why I'm glad that you love it, because America loves it. This is the ultimate every man, every woman, crack open a beer, grab a broom in your living room, meet us on CNBC every day at 5 o'clock for happy hour. That's where we're going to be. The Americans on the men's and women's side are very strong and talented. This is a very tough field to handicap. All of the different teams have an ability to go on a magical run. We saw what the men did last time around. That was unprecedented, and I think surprising for a lot of people. The American men are not surprising anybody anymore, and I know that the entire country is going to rally for them and root for them, and they do have a chance. I mean, the competition already kicked off with mixed doubles. Vicky Persinger and Chris Plies are off to something of a shaky start. They did win their first game, but you're never out of it till you're out of it in curling. So everybody just get ready for the ride and meet us on CNBC, because that's where the majority of the games are going to be, and we are just raring to go.
All right, Carolyn Manno, great to have you with us. I really appreciate it. Have a great time watching the opening ceremonies. When we come back, we have another story from Beijing. The Olympian hoping to win big at the Winter Games, but also his biggest prize will be waiting for him.
no better place for fun with friends. Quality time with a golf buddy. Or happy alone together. Golf, however, family and friends are just a tap away. Just pick your course, pay from your phone, get out and enjoy. Golf now. Download the app and go play.
The Made the Press Chuck Toddcast, free wherever you get your podcasts.
In the city of angels, two kindly old ladies wanted to help homeless men get off the streets forever. And so they did. Listen to the thing about Helen and Olga, the new podcast from Dave Ryan and Keith Morrison.
Good morning, I'm Joe Fryer.
And I'm Savannah Tellers.
2022 is off to a busy start.
Winter wrap causing headaches from coast to coast. It's been really incredible to see how quickly volunteers started to help with the cleanup effort.
Morning News Now, streaming weekdays at 7. News is happening now. Look at what's making headlines around the world. Whenever it happens, wherever you are, it's here now.
Finally tonight as we gear up for the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics, one Olympian is going in knowing that no matter what happens, he has a prize waiting for him back at home. Olympic biathlon athlete Lee Nordgren is hoping for his Olympic glory, but he already knows he's going to miss the most important moment in his life.
I'm definitely excited to go to China and race, but yeah, at the same time, I'm even more excited, I think, to kind of deal with this over with and finally go home and kind of meet the new little one.
His wife Caitlin and their unborn baby thousands of miles away, and her due date is tomorrow, same day as the opening ceremonies. If there's ever been an excuse to miss the birth of your baby, this may be it.
Found out that I was pregnant to the death right away. I was like, ooh, early November, that's not good timing for us. It rained us a little bit of snow this morning.
Caitlin, a meteorologist at NBC5 in Vermont, has had to spend the last months of the pregnancy alone, with her husband competing and the heavy COVID restrictions in Beijing. Ever the optimist, she's still looking at the bright side.
There's a silver lining to everything. And one of them is the fact that it's essentially in a little bit of a lockdown, and therefore will be a little bit more available to answer my phone calls and things like that.
Lee has trained for years to win the gold. He competes in 5 days, but his biggest goal is now changed.
12 years of my life, like going after this, athletic dream, but the whole family and baby thing really puts everything in perspective.
Caitlin has spent her third trimester as a solo act, preparing the nursery and rooting for her husband. She thinks these few days are a small sacrifice. Win or lose in Beijing, Lee is coming home to his biggest prize.
That all would be great, but he'll be coming home to a baby. That's no matter what.
It's just a due date. Maybe he'll be a little late and we can be here. Congrats to them and best of
Hello there, I'm Joshua Johnson. It's great to be with you on this Thursday, February 3rd, and tonight we're talking about America's adversaries. Last night's operation took a major terrorist dinner off the battlefield. President Biden said the U.S. raid in Syria killed the leader of ISIS. Reportedly, a number of children were also killed in that raid. We'll get into exactly what happened and consider where the fight against terrorism stands now. U.S. intelligence officials are trying to derail Russia from invading Ukraine again. The latest tactic? Expose the Russian pretext for an attack. Also, a former Chicago policeman convicted of murder is out of prison early. You can share your thoughts on this case just ahead. And you also made figure skaters of color at the Winter Olympics. Tonight, we feature a diverse group of skaters who told us why that is. So we've been talking about Russia and Ukraine a lot lately for good reasons. But the Biden administration has also been focused on another threat in the Middle East. Today, President Biden announced that U.S. Special Forces carried out an overnight raid in northwestern Syria. And that raid resulted in the death of ISIS's leader, Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Quraishi. The United States military forces successfully moved a major terrorist threat to the world. The global leader of ISIS, known as Hadi Abdullah, had our troops approach to capture the terrorist. In a final act of desperate cowardice, he, with no regard to the lives of his own family or others in the building, he chose to blow himself up. Last night's operation took a major terrorist leader off the battlefield and has sent a strong message to terrorists around the world. We will come after you and find you. The Pentagon has also confirmed at least 3 civilian casualties from this raid, and they include Quraishi's wife and 2 children. No U.S. casualties were reported. Now, it's understandable if ISIS has not been on your mind at all. I mean, the last time, maybe 2019, when a similar raid killed the former leader of ISIS, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Quraishi was named the Caliph after Baghdadi's death. He is also known as Hadi Abdullah. And he kept a low profile for his 2 years as leader. That explains why we had not heard much from ISIS lately. But last month, under al-Quraishi, ISIS carried out its biggest attack on Syria since 2019. More than 100 militants attacked a prison in northeastern Syria that was holding its members. The goal was to release them. The attack killed dozens of people. Syrian Kurdish fighters, backed by the U.S., regained control after a week-long battle. Syria is still an area of interest for U.S. national security. An estimated 900 U.S. troops are stationed across northeastern Syria. They continue to work with Syrian Kurdish fighters who have fought ISIS since 2014. Now, the Biden administration says it was planning this operation for months, part of a continued push to remove ISIS leadership. So what happens next? And how much of a threat is ISIS now? Well, joining us tonight are Admiral James Stavridis, former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO. He's also NBC's Chief International Security and Diplomacy Analyst. And Evan Coleman is co-founder of Flashpoint Intel, and he is an NBC News terrorism analyst. Good to have both of you with us. And Mr. Coleman, I wonder if I might start with you and what you make of this raid as it relates to the fight against ISIS.
Well, look, with all due deference to President Biden, I think it is a victory. There's no doubt. Anytime you take out the leader of ISIS, that is a significant victory. If what the U.S. military says is correct, he was playing a direct role in planning some of the latest high-profile attacks that ISIS has carried out, including the attack on that prison up in northeastern Syria. But there's a flip side to that, which is that there's basically no evidence, historical evidence whatsoever, that killing the leaders of these groups does permanent damage to their overseas military operations. And this is particularly true with ISIS because it's fairly decentralized. There's not a lot of reason to believe that ISIS cells in Afghanistan or Nigeria are going to stop doing what they're doing just because of, our regime is no longer with us. The other thing to consider is that something that you hit on, which is that he hasn't really been in power all that long. He only took over in late 2019, so he's only been in place for a little over 2 years. ISIS hasn't done anything that's huge scale lately. And so he had a huge record to hang his hat on. So if you're asking, is it possible that we might get someone more capable now in place? It's possible. It's a victory, but we have to temper that with reality.
I hear you on that, and Admiral Stavridis, I think also John Kirby, the Pentagon spokesman, sort of alluded to that in his remarks today about what happens now and the significance of this raid. Here's part of what Press Secretary Kirby said.
We have no doubt that his death will have a blow on ISIS and their potential to conduct future operations. I do want to remind that they are still a threat, and we're not nobody's taking victory lap here. We're going to stay at this. They still remain a threat. They still espouse this extreme ideology and this intent to kill, to maim, to terrorize.
Admiral, could you articulate for us what that threat is from ISIS in its current form today, particularly if it is a threat to the United States, or is it more a threat kind of in Syria and in
Well, first, I think both Evan and John Kirby are correct. There's no more dangerous job in the world than leading a terrorist organization with a huge bounty from the United States. So sooner or later, we will find who will kill you. But like any military-style organization, there are succession plans. There are people in the wings. There are potentially more talented people coming behind. And that's the nature of any organization. So both Evan and John have it right. We got to celebrate this particular moment, but recognize there's more danger ahead, which brings us to your question, Joshua, which is, I would say, compared to what? So compared to 5 years ago, I'm less concerned about ISIS than I am today. They are not moving with tank columns toward Baghdad. They don't control huge swaths of territory in Syria, in Iraq. We have beaten down their abilities in many ways. We haven't seen a major ISIS-led operation. But here's what I worry about. Kind of think of it like those forest fires out west. You know, things were really burning and hot kind of 5 years ago. Now it's gone a little bit down to the floor of the forest, but there's still embers there. And we would be foolish to disregard them. We need to keep our guard up. Compared to where we were, however, I'm feeling better about a reduced ISIS threat going forward.
So can we try to knit some of these things together, Evan, particularly, with regards to what the Admiral mentioned in terms of, rolling into Iraq. And by the way, just for those of you who aren't familiar with the region, Syria and Iraq share an east-west border. They're just south of Turkey, and then Afghanistan is further east from Syria. How does ISIS currently, Evan, fit into the larger kind of picture of terror and the fight against terror that we've heard about? I mean, after we left Afghanistan, obviously the concern was the resurgence of the Taliban, what that would mean for the potential for al-Qaeda to find opportunity. Does ISIS fit into that, or is this something different?
It's sort of a mixed bag, and it sort of depends where you're talking about, right? So obviously in Syria right now, in the last 2 months, there's been a major upsurgence in activity by ISIS cells. And certainly since the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan back in August and September, there's been a major upsurgence in ISIS activity, both in Afghanistan and Pakistan. But it's not even, it's not all across the board. If you look at claims of responsibility from ISIS, official claims of responsibility, in Iraq, the number of attacks that they've claimed has actually gone down over the past 6 months, significantly. So, it kind of depends what you're talking about. In terms of their overseas threat, ISIS is a bit different than al-Qaeda. It's a bit different than the way it operates. The primary threat that ISIS poses to the U.S. homeland and to other Western countries is through the recruitment of nationals, Western nationals, who are for the most part already here. They're attempting to recruit them online and set them out on kind of lone wolf missions. Some of these people are doing it on their own. Some of them are doing it with deliberate, instigation by ISIS. But that's really how ISIS operates. And the way that ISIS is able to kind of fill that recruitment chain is with publicity. So the more that ISIS kind of fades from the front lines of the newspapers and media, the more difficulty it has in terms of finding new recruits. Now, it's a good news, bad news thing. There's less of them, but they're still there. And it's hard to find these folks because they don't look like a stereotypical terrorist.
Okay, this is from the First Alert action team. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, but we're gonna hand it over to Jimmy, and yeah, or we'll just give you my computer thing in motion while we have a break. Yeah, that's definitely what we're doing. Jimmy, you may add the music to the thing.
Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this. If you guys enjoyed the live, we'll see you back here in the next video. Take care.